when Floyd disappeared, Jamison started saying he didn't want to say that Floyd died, even though Floyd probably got like killed by a coyote or something. But what Jamison said was, Floyd is traveling the world with a top hat and a briefcase. Jamison came up with that himself. He's like, yeah, I kind of miss Floyd ever since he left on his trip around the world with his briefcase. Jamison had a picture of Floyd. When he and I used to have the same room growing up, the same bedroom, but then when we got older and we got different rooms, Jamison had a picture of Floyd, like, kind of posted up on the wall above his bed. Jamison didn't talk a lot about sad stuff, or stuff that made him sad. He even said that to me once or twice. Like, when I was trying to talk to him about our grandmother who had died, he was just like, I don't like talking about sad things. He was always funny about stuff like that, but he didn't talk much about Floyd or have much to say about it, but he always had that picture of Floyd posted above his bed.
Yeah.
Oh, splash. Okay.
My turn. Yeah.
Sora!
Okay, you're in for it. Oh.
A rainbow!
Come on!
Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Just wanted to examine the poster, man.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knocked it off the tree. With the splash ride.
Hope we find some ingredients around here.
Rabbits!
Heartless!
Oh no! You're not picking on these rabbits. Nothing's going to stop me from seeing the land.
Yeah! Hop on! Giddy up!
Okay.
Don't worry. It's safe now. Oh, maybe they want to show us something. Let's follow them. Where do you think the rabbits went?
Probably where they went. Probably where we just saw them go. If I had to guess. This is cool. This game is pretty cool. I really like that you can have 2 party members now, and you don't have to swap, 2 additional party members, and you don't have to swap out Donald or Goofy. Just all 5 of them in fights together.
I think they want us to have this. Thank you. I can't believe how wonderful this is.
This reminds me a little of Final Fantasy 15, when you're going to try and like save a chocobo from a behemoth or something. This was over 2 years ago that I played that. It's weird to think. Okay, where are we going? This other side of the hill. Yeah. Wow. Wasn't able to move for the first 5 seconds of that fight.
Close.
being up on that rock really worked for her.
Here we go.
Oh, oops.
It's over.
Okay, that's suspicious.
Rapunzel.
Don't worry. I know to be careful around flowers now.
Whatever it is, it's not normal. I'll take a look.
Watch it.
Oh. Huh. We're all clear.
Marluxia's
These guys.
spooky
They're
flower
nobodies.
nobodies.
Mother said the outside world would be full of ruffians and thugs.
Go slow, ruffians. Go slow. I don't know.
Rapunzel, Flynn, stay back.
No, I want to help you fight.
I know, but I'm afraid you can't hurt these guys with a frying pan. Trust me on this. Flynn, could you explain?
No problem. Knowing when to flee is one of my specialties. Come on, Rapunzel. Gotta go.
But
Look, I want to stay and slug it out too, but my sidekicks have it covered.
all right. Please be careful, Sora.
Of course there had to be nobodies. Yeah!
Of course, we've never seen this kind before.
Man, this song is like, it's like a mix of Disappeared, when you fight the Enigmatic Man in Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, and I forget the name of the other song. It's like when Roxas fights the Twilight Thorn and his Dive into the Heart segment at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2. I say it's like Creeping Evil or something. I might be wrong about that. It's a really cool blend because they're both associated with Nobodies. Also, I should probably pay attention to what I'm doing.
See ya! Back off! So long! Go get him!
Nice.
You know who uses Nobodies?
Get on to the station.
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't seen him. I know you're there. Come out, you has-beens.
Has-beens? Now why would you say that?
Because bossing around nobodies? That's the old organization. Why? Are you in the real one too? Good for you.
My name is Marluxia, and yes, that is correct. how interesting it is to see you again, Sora.
Again? You know him?
A shame you've no memory of me, because I remember you exceedingly well. Although, it's those memories I'd soon erase.
I don't know what you're saying.
Nor should you. Nor will you ever, for that matter. Now, if you'll permit me, I've come to ask a favor.
Favor? You have got to be kidding me.
Please hear what I have to say. I'm sure you've noticed. Well, perhaps not. But you should know that maiden with you, Rapunzel, is the very light of this world.
This music is
I would see you guard her from its dark horrors.
an arrangement of the 13th.
Starting with you, right?
All the organization seeks is balance. You must understand, our ultimate objective is not to clash with the light.
Whatever music when you fight
We
Axel
seek to
in 2.
complement it. Use that Keyblade to keep Rapunzel safe.
The 13th struggle? I think so.
Rapunzel's light. Oh. Hey, where did they go?
I guess they must have run on ahead.
Then we'd better go find them.
I was
I
paying
really don't
attention
like
to
what
that
that guy
scene,
said.
by the way.
Yeah, we'd better find Rapunzel before he does.
If me talking over it bothered you, sorry. This probably shouldn't be the first playthrough of the game that you look at. You should probably watch like a no commentary one or play the game for yourself.
Thank you.
I came from this way. Okay.
This might be a good spot to find some ingredients. Are you sure they went this way?
Oh boy, let's see if there's more.
I wonder where they went.
Don't worry, they couldn't have gotten too far.
You just had to stop and talk.
Hey, blame the has-been, not me.
I think you mean Marluxia. I bet that's the name the has-been would prefer.
Hello? Rapunzel! Flynn!
Excuse me, good travelers. Do you know Rapunzel?
Yeah, sort of.
Why?
My apologies. I'm Rapunzel's mother. The poor child left home without a word, and I've just been worried sick. Please tell me, where is my dear, sweet girl?
We'd tell you, but we lost her.
By accident.
We could look together.
Lost her? You're of no use to me. find her myself.
She ran away from home.
What if Marluxia was onto something back there?
You trust organization talking?
What? No, of course not. But what if?
I agree. Why is Rapunzel in danger? And what darkness is after her?
Well, guys, the first step is to find her.
I hope Rapunzel's okay.
I bet she is. She's tough. Rapunzel's mother seemed pretty worried.
Oh, this music is...
Rapunzel's
This is spooky.
There must be a reason Rapunzel didn't tell her mother where she was going. There must be a...
I'm gonna call that good for right now. Hey.
We have to find Rapunzel.
I can't see where we're going.
Look out!
We've got company!
Music is different in here too, the battle theme. Why are we fighting Nobodies if Marluxia wants us to protect Rapunzel?
Thanks!
Like, why is he interfering at all? Why doesn't he just show up and say a bunch of stupid stuff and then leave? It's because Tetsuya Nomura is really bad at story.
This might be a good spot to...
I think I see something.
Oh. Whenever Sora glows from the health boost things that he picks up, he looks like Roxas. It makes his... Not so much in this world, but in other worlds, like, it makes his hair look straight up blonde, and it makes his clothes kind of glow a little whitish, and he's already got that black and white plaid thing going on. Okay, I should probably help the fight. Oh, hey. Ladies.
Go get him!
I bet you there's a lucky emblem here. You don't suppose we might be lost, do you?
How do we get out of here?
Pretty sure it's the left, but I want to go over here first. Oh, maybe they connect.
Hey, Sora! I want your emblem.
Where?
Gosh, thanks.
Oh,
Let's see. Let's
did it count
see.
that I... Okay.
Just imagine the yummy stuff little chef will whip up with this.
Okay.
Here goes nothing.
There!
We're fighting in here.
They can climb walls? Yeah! Back off! Yeah! Yeah!
I just realized I never ran up the Rapunzel tower like I could have. I saw the flow motion wave thingies on it. I'll have to go back there later. Just murdered a bunch of monkeys on a wall.
Yeah, it's way more cheerful out here.
Uh-huh. Now where's Rapunzel?
Whoa. Easy, boy, easy. Settle down. Whoa.
That voice!
It's Rapunzel.
You are such a good boy. Yes, you are. Are you all tired from chasing this bad man all over the place?
Excuse me?
Nobody appreciates you, do they?
This
Do
music.
they?
Oh, come on! He's a bad horse!
Oh, he's nothing but a big sweetheart. Isn't that right? Maximus?
What? You've got to be kidding me.
Look, today is kind of the biggest day of my life. And the thing is, I need you not to get him arrested. Just for 24 hours, and then you can chase each other to your heart's content. Okay? And it's also my birthday, just so you know. Huh?
Rapunzel!
You're here, and you're okay.
Yeah, you too.
And look, I meet a friend. Meet Maximus. You could say Flynn introduced us, and where one goes, the other follows. This is Sora, Goofy, and Donald. They've been helping me.
Come on. The kingdom's not far.
Did I get a horse? No, he doesn't fight, okay.
See, I knew Rapunzel would be okay. See,
I think Flynn and Maximus are warming up to each other.
Can we go now? Those bells must be coming from the kingdom. Those bells...
Oh no.
We had monsters. Did we really need the horse? Let's keep going. It's not much farther. We had
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops. Wrong button. Oh boy. What do we got here? You guys having fun watching me scroll through menus? Bonfire lit.
Would you look at this?
It's so pretty.
I could stay here forever.
I think Flynn...
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The kingdom's not far, but we need to scale these cliffs.
Well, then let's look for a way up.
Just run up. Just run up using your gameplay mechanics, Sora. Like this, see? Easy.
Sora, over here. Come on, let's swing across and look for a path.
I bet you could bust this open if you hit it hard enough from above.
Sora, this looks like a good place to cross. Come on!
Huh?
Oops.
Oh no, now we have to climb back up.
Hey, no worries.
This is where I came from?
This way, Sora! I think we could reach the rock that's sticking out over there. Hold on!
Here goes.
That was an accident. I didn't kill her.
Do you think we should check the other side?
Cool. Glad I came over here. This is a maze.
Sora, can you climb up to that ledge? Maybe we should try the cavern again. I wonder where this leads.
I'm in a dog park pretty close to where I live. So I'm going to talk about animals today. that's the theme of today. I had a dog when I was really little named Odie, and I named him after the dog from Garfield, because that was the cartoon dog that I knew. Odie was fun. I was so small. I think we had Odie before Jamison was even born. And, okay. And, yeah, he disappeared. I think I was like 4 or 5. He disappeared. We had some I'm not gonna get into that. Even though the guy's old, and he's probably not gonna be alive much longer. But, then we didn't have any pets for a long time. We had a couple of hermit crabs, and we named them Bill and Hillary. And Jamison and I would play with our hermit crabs. You get like a little spray bottle and you'd mist them. When I was about 14 or 15, Jamison wanted a pet, and he wanted I think he wanted a puppy or a cat. We ended up getting a cat, a little gray cat named Gracie. And Jamison was the one who wanted her, so that was kind of what pushed my mom to go get us a pet. And then cats aren't the same as dogs, so she wasn't quite as you could play with her with like the toy, with like the thing where you jerk it back and forth and she tries to catch the feathery bell thing on the string. But it's a little bit different from a puppy, like jumping all over you and playing. And my mom told me, she told me like privately one day, like act like you really like Gracie, or I did like Gracie, but she's like, act like you're having fun with her and like talk positively about her with Jamison, because I think Jamison's a little disappointed, because I think he wanted something closer to like a puppy or something more playful, but we have a cat now. So, but I did love Gracie a lot. She was a little sweet cat. She ended up getting FIP, feline infectious porosis, something, I forget how you say, I forget how it's even spelled, but it's a disease that affects a very small percentage of cats, but if they get it, like death is pretty much guaranteed. Like their belly fills up with fluid, like a straw-colored fluid. So we took her to the vet a bunch, and we tried to make her comfortable, but she was getting sicker and sicker, and she was getting swollen, and she got so weak she'd be like drinking water, and then she would fall asleep while she was drinking water. So she'd be like sleeping with her face halfway in her water bowl wet, and that didn't even wake her up. It was really sad. Eventually we took her and we had to get her put to sleep because she was suffering, and that was sad. That was pretty miserable. I loved that cat. And then maybe a month or so later, 6 weeks after that, something like that, some friends of ours, my friend Sam and his family, they're a musical family, and their cat had a bunch of kittens, and they gave us a couple, and they named all their cats after musicians. So they gave us a really chill cat named Floyd, after Pink Floyd, and they gave us another cat who was like orange, and his name was Milo. And when we took him back home, my mom said we were going to call him Pumpkin. We had him less than a day, but he and Floyd didn't get along because they're both males. So we took Milo back, and we got a girl named Ozzy. It was a girl, but her name was Ozzy, after Ozzy Osbourne. And my parents decided to call her Sissy, and that was going to be her name, but I refused to call her Sissy, so I kept calling her Ozzy. And eventually, like years later, my family finally started following suit, and now they just call her Ozzy and not Sissy, so I won that battle after years. But Ozzy was super skittish and shy and afraid of everything, and like you would make the slightest movement and she would like jump up and run across the room like she thought you were going to kill her. Even years later, like she's like 15 or 16 at this point, and it's still like today's going to be the day that they're going to murder me. But she's chilled out a lot, and I credit myself for a lot of that. I slowly broke her in. I respected her boundaries, and I was really cautious, and I would pet her, and it was a peaceful day at the dog park. One of these little dogs is missing an eye. Anyway, Jamison, as he got older and more into himself and being a teenager and drugs and all that, he got less and less enthusiastic about our pets. But at some point, a stray named Missy, my brother and my mom were out walking together, and they came back with a cat. This was after we had Floyd and Ozzy, and a cat followed him home. She was a stray. We decided to call her Missy, and we think someone had probably dropped her. And so for a while we had 3 cats, and Floyd and Ozzy were super cute together, and then Floyd and Missy too. Ozzy and Missy didn't get along because they're both females, I guess. I don't know. Is that why? And then one day Floyd disappeared. Ooh. Floyd disappeared, and I went out looking for him, looked all in the yard and like in the woods around our house, called his name, couldn't find him, and then I went back in, and then later on, and I had a weird experience. I'll go ahead and preface this by saying this, I guess, was probably a dream, but it was, I went outside on my porch, and it was nighttime, and like the moon was pretty bright, and I walked along the length of the porch, which kind of wrapped around the side of our house, and then as I was making my way back towards the front, I saw Floyd perched on the railing, and when I got closer to him, he jumped off the railing. It wasn't very far. There's a walkway, like a cat can easily make that jump, no problem. Like it wouldn't even be bad for like a person. So I was like, oh, Floyd's okay. So I went over and looked over the side of the railing, and I expected to see him there, but he wasn't there. And but I thought, oh, okay, I guess he's fine. He was just gone for a few days, and I was just happy that I'd seen him. So I went back inside. I was like content. It's like, oh, he's around. He's just being a cat. Never saw him again. And now I don't even know if that even really happened. Like I may have dreamed it, but I don't remember ever going to sleep between looking for him and then going out later and finding him. I can't remember the circumstances. And I guess that in itself makes me think it could have been a dream. But yeah, never saw Floyd again. Years later, my dad accidentally ran over Missy. She wasn't afraid enough of large vehicles, and she ran up excited when he was coming down the driveway, and he didn't see her in time, and ran over her, and she had to be put out of her misery. I was living in Seattle when that happened, and my dad already wakes up really early, like 4 or 5 o'clock sometimes, but then like on top of that, Seattle is like 2 hours behind Tennessee, and my parents would forget that sometimes. So he called me at like 3 or 4 in the morning and told me, hey, I ran over Missy, your cat's dead. And that just kind of ruined my day. I was new at my Starbucks job, and that job was really hard and stressful. So I was already having a rough time, and then I get woken up really early and told that my dad ran over my cat. That was a bad day, but we still have Ozzy. When Floyd disappeared, Jamison started saying he didn't want to say that Floyd died, even though Floyd probably got like killed by a coyote or something. But what Jamison said was Floyd is traveling the world with a top hat and a briefcase. Jamison came up with that himself. He's like, yeah, I kind of miss Floyd ever since he left on his trip around the world with his briefcase. Jamison had a picture of Floyd. When he and I used to have the same room growing up, the same bedroom, but then when we got older and we got different rooms, Jamison had a picture of Floyd, like, kind of posted up on the wall above his bed. Jamison didn't talk a lot about sad stuff, or stuff that made him sad. He even said that to me once or twice. Like when I was trying to talk to him about our grandmother who had died, he was just like, I don't like talking about sad things. He was always funny about stuff like that, but he didn't talk much about Floyd or have much to say about it, but he always had that picture of Floyd posted above his bed. When he went back to visit Tennessee before moving out to either California or Colombia, he texted me and just told me about Ozzy, and he was like, I'm petting Ozzy. She is a good cat. That made me happy. That kind of indicated to me that like the grip of addiction had less of a hold on him, and he was kind of more back to his like somewhat easygoing self, and I was getting to see some of his adult personality and some of his relaxed. He'd relaxed a bit when it came to expressing his feelings about stuff, and he was like, I love Ozzy, she's a good cat. Jamison liked nature a lot, and I guess he thought animals were pretty cool. He thought bugs were pretty cool. We used to go fishing for these worms in the ground. We'd like find a hole, and we would take a blade of grass and stick it down the hole, and then kind of like tap it a little, and just wait, and eventually it would twitch, and if you pull it out quick enough after it twitches, there'd be like this bizarre looking worm on the end. I don't think it was an antlion, because those have kind of like different looking like little pits in the ground that the ants, they're kind of like more curved, where this was like a straight up like hole. But I don't know what it was. I haven't done that in years. I used to do that with our cousin Gunner. Anyway, animals, I don't know what else to say. The mic has been in my face for the last however many seconds of the footage, and I haven't been paying attention. Alright, bye. Oh, forgot to say, this dog park, I've come here a few times with my ex-girlfriend and her cute little dog Popo. I'm gonna put some Popo footage in here. I wish Jamison could have met Popo. I think he would have liked her. Okay, that's all about that.